Hello, my name is Gay Cross and I have got a series of videos for you to watch that are going to explore the different ways that we can customise an iPad to help struggling readers access printed texts in particular. There's 10 key adjustments and each video will focus on just one of them so that you can take in the information in small steps and also have a go at utilising them in the context of a learning environment. We're going to look at key adjustment number 1, which is text to speech. Basically what this means is whatever you can see printed on the screen in text form can be read aloud so that the information that that text contains can be taken in through the ears. For this reason I like to call this way of reading ear reading. People who use Braille use their fingers to read. So we can use different parts of our body to read, not just our eyes. And this is pretty cool because there are a whole range of kids who are really smart and would really like to access lots of complex information in text form but aren't able to do so through their eyes. How do we do this on the iPad? Let's have a little look. We need to go into settings first of all. So we switch to settings and up comes a screen that has got the settings menu on the left hand side and then the breakdown of all the different types of options in the settings menu. We're looking for the option of accessibility, which as you can see is just there. Tap on that and that opens up another suite of options. Today we're looking at text to speech, so we're going to tap on speech, open that up, and you can see a suite of options there. What we need to do is make sure that all of these ones here that I've just tapped are actually switched on. Usually when you get an iPad, these are all switched off. Make sure you check on your iPads that you have at school with kids that are accessing them that this feature is switched on, because it truly opens up a world of possibilities to so many of our young learners and older learners who have difficulty reading. So we need to make sure that speak selection is switched on, and I also want you to switch on speak screen. You can also go to voices, and in voices you can determine what slant of English or other language that you would like. I've set mine to Karen, which is an English Australian voice, but there's a range of other voices as well, and sometimes students prefer different voices. I always let them decide themselves. So if we go back to that main part of the speech menu, you can also have a look at the speaking rate. Now, many of the learners that I work with prefer a slower rate of reading.
Speak selection reads selected content.
Some of our learners who have difficulty reading printed text can actually take in information through their ears very rapidly. And sometimes I've come across students who like a much faster rate of reading through their ears than that they can possibly access on the printed page.
Speak selection reads selected content.
Okay, so that's the rate of text that is going to be read out for them that they will be able to hear. The other thing, I'm going to set that slower. I'm going to ensure that highlight content is on as well, because this will enable tracking of words when I highlight text to be read aloud. Awesome. Speak auto text. You can also switch this on. This will mean that text that pops up as an auto correction will be read aloud as well automatically. Fantastic, we've gone into settings, we've switched some buttons, that's terrific. So what though? Alright, let me show you what that means. So we've switched on the speak selection and we're going to have a look at how that works. We'll go into Safari and I've already selected a website for us to have a little look at. There's quite a lot of reading there, as you can see. I want to read this out. So what I need to do, since I've enabled the feature of speak selection in particular on my iPad, is to tap on a word. And once I tap on a word, two little blue dots pop up. I need to tap on one of those little blue dots and I can basically drag with my finger, still touching the iPad, all the way to the end of the sentence that I want to have read aloud to me. And then there's a menu that pops up, and of course because I've enabled that speak selection in speech and the accessibility options, I can tap on speak.
Hundreds of thousands of sea turtles, whales, and other marine mammals, and more than 1 million seabirds die each year from ocean pollution and ingestion or entanglement in marine debris.
Imagine how empowering that is for a learner who isn't able to read that through their eyes.